there, lighting lovers and Designooor fans. I'm Yusra Shabi and welcome to another inspiring episode of Nooor Talk. Today we have an incredible guest who's reshaping the world of architectural lighting design, Sunnia Cheng. As a design director at Lichtvision Design's Asia Pacific office, Sunnia leads an amazing team, creating lighting solutions that transform spaces into breathtaking experiences. Her journey from stage design to architectural lighting is as inspiring as it is unique. I'm thrilled to have her here to share her insights, experiences, and the artistry behind her remarkable work. Let's dive right in. Hi, Sunnia. Welcome to the podcast. It's so great to have you here.
Hi, it's my pleasure also join this podcast. It's also my first time, so bear with me if I speak too long or speak too short or unclear. Just cut me in the middle.
No problem. It's okay. Anyway, before we dive into the questions, could you maybe share a little bit about yourself and your journey as a lighting designer?
Yeah, okay, no problem. Okay, my name is Sunnia, and I am the design director of Lichtvision's Asia office. The Asia office including Shanghai, Hong Kong, and Singapore. I joined the architectural lighting field 20 years ago. My background was theater design, stage design. Actually, it's not stage lighting design, but now I'm here and I already in this field for more than 20 years. I hope that through our conversation, everyone will find sparks of inspiration of creativity to nurture, helping you to encourage yourself to your own unique path.
Yes, I hope that too. And it's amazing to hear how all your experiences from what I have seen in your portfolio as well, it has shaped your career. And also speaking of perspectives, I'd love to start with your philosophy that's inspired by Chai Go-yang.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
This idea, of imagining yourself 10 years ahead, how has that influenced the choices that you have made along the way?
Yeah. Okay. So while I always recognize I have a talent for arts, but I still driven by the love of problem solving. Then this passion led me to explore diverse fields like architecture, psychology and even detective work. Then I still found myself doubting whether this pursuit were nurturing my potential or distracting me from my future now. Then the turning point came when I read Chai Go-chang's autobiography. Then his journey is very interesting. How unconventional experience, especially the boxing. He was a boxer, so this boxing experience shaped his art. Even though so far we could not see any relate this art and the boxing exercise with each other. But this reinforced my belief that every step, no matter how unexpected, adds depth to who we are. Then inspired by this, I began imagining my future self in 10-year increments. Then in my 20s, now I'm 40s, in my 20s, I didn't have a clear picture who I would become. Maybe some of you is also in 20s, and definitely I totally understood, definitely very nervous because you can't figure out your future. But when after reading his story, then I picture who I would become my 30s, and I need to set a direction. And I start to out was that I had nothing. I know because anyway we are young and nothing to lose. We can restart because we are young. We have time, right? Then this mindset allowed me to spend my 20s exploring everything I was curious about. Then I try that I have no boundary, to be honest. I try everything I like, and I know I have this 10 years to try everything I want to try, and then I will find a direction in my 30s, deepen my roots. Now I'm 40s, and I hope I'm in the career I like. I really love it, and I hope to inspire the next generation and contribute meaningful to my field.
Yes, That's actually very creative the way you thought, because I'm also in my 20s right now, and I feel you when you say that you don't know what you want to do. As for me, exactly, like I don't know what I want to do. I feel like I'm lost, but I feel through each step of your life, you have to figure it out slowly by slowly. It just doesn't come to you immediately. So I love the way you thought about it. And so when you reflect on where you are today, do you feel like you are thinking with your future self that how you thought?
Yes, actually it's yes. And sometimes I'm really appreciate, and I feel I'm the lucky person, I have to say. Because, okay, if you think back, you're like where you came from, and I still remember like how struggle and how feel like am I on the way? This kind of a question yourself. It happens all the time, but the like push me, like I say, for example, now I'm 40, and I try to think, okay, what if I were 50? Then everything what I'm doing is like a fearless, because okay, I know the direction, and now what I'm doing is just give me the opportunity to explore everything, and then I know the direction, but there are too many ways. And again, embrace all the opportunity. And somehow I don't have any religions, but I believe the universe, and the universe will guide you if you just stay curious and stay open-minded.
Yes, that's actually very true. If you're open-minded, and also if you're really focusing and working hard, it does pay off.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, it's amazing how looking ahead, can guide your present decisions. Also, you have lived in so many vibrant places such as Taiwan, Shanghai, Hong Kong, and Germany. That must have been such a rich experience. So how have those different cultures influenced your design style and leadership?
Yeah, living in this different cultures has been an incredible journey of a discovery. Now I'm in Germany for 4-5 years, and this is totally different from what I live Taiwan, especially from Shanghai, Hong Kong. Those particularly speedy cities, but I definitely appreciate every decision I made. And this journey of discovery profoundly shaping both my design approach and the leadership style. And the most valuable lesson I have learned is to, like I just mentioned, stay open-minded and absorbing, adapting, and constantly learning from the world around you, around me. So yeah, city like Shanghai, Hong Kong is particular have taught me a power of diversity. This vibrant, multicultural environment are melting parts of idea and perspective. Life in these cities moves us an incredible fast pace, so which has reinforced the importance of staying alert, flexible, and adaptable. So that they have encouraged me to think globally, remain positive, that is very important, and approach both my design work and the leadership with the respect and openness.
Yes.
So as a leader, I see myself as part of a team rather than an authority figure. Yeah, for me, the design ultimately is about people, right? Strong relationship and the mutual understanding create outcomes that are far more meaningful than technical skill alone. And my company, Asia office, we have 3 offices, and we have London and Berlin office. It's not everyone's come from different countries, so it's really multicultural interaction and shared knowledge. I really enjoy. So for me now, I'm even though I'm living in Germany, but I'm still connecting the world. So again, just open-minded, and again, respect each other, and don't narrow down. Be open-minded and don't be narrow-minded. Yeah. That is the lesson I want to share.
Yes, and I also feel each place, it leaves something with you, like a mark maybe. And I have seen your designs mainly from China, And I feel like each design has its own story. And I feel once you move from country to country, each design tells its own cultural story.
Yeah, exactly.
And also, speaking of stories, I know that you started in stage design and theater. How has that creative background influenced the way you approach architecture lighting now?
Yeah, it's a very interesting point, and I also want to share with everyone, you are unique. And then my difference is, my background is from theater design, and I know my colleague and also the same lighting designer I met. Somehow they also from different field, like a product design, or they were architect actually. And myself, the difference is my background. And stage design provide me with a strong foundation in logical thinking, sensitive and observation. Skills like this are just essential in architectural lighting. So perhaps the most unique perspective is offered is understanding the audience point of view, because it's a show and we have audience. And for architectural lighting design, the audience might not be sitting there in the seat, but I always think when I'm doing design, I always think, okay, I have audience. Who is my audience? It's like people living here, or people come here to shopping, this. So in a way, we are subtly manipulating the audience emotions and perception without them even realizing it. So that is a very interesting point. Like when I'm doing the design, I always see and imagine, okay, I have a audience, even this is invisible. And so what makes lighting so charming is intangibility. I also want to share what I learned from the theater. So in theater, there's a guiding principle. The audience should never see the light. Instead, the light should be felt before it's seen. It's very hard for some designers, because I know designers like to be recognized, to be the hero of a spaces. But we are lighting designer, and it's intangibility, and it's almost invisible. So we need to find a balance. Sometimes, occasionally, the lighting can take center stage, but the true power lies in creating atmosphere, rhythm, and the evoke emotion without drawing attention to itself. It's a really fine line and fine balance. And ultimately, the lighting is about creating magic that feels effortless, even when the process itself is intricate, calculated, and invisible. So that is somehow every lighting designer, I believe, struggle with, and you want to be seen better. My philosophy is, okay, lighting should be a secondary figure, support the space and what is supposed to be. Yeah.
That's actually true. I agree with you, where the part where you said that you have to manipulate the audience. I think it's like that for all designers. You have to know who your audience is before you start the work. Because let's say if it's children, you have to design something that's going to attract them, something for them that's going to make them want to come or see.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. But I'm also curious, have you ever faced challenges where the story you wanted to tell didn't quite match the practical need of the project?
Yeah, definitely, always. Even though I believe storytelling is the foundation of an impactful design, and a good narrative transforms the space into something memorable. Have you ever walked into a space that looked fine but felt a bit off? Or you enter one where every detail left a lasting impression, and that is the power of a story. However, the challenging, like you say, is lies in balancing creativity with the practical constraint. And sometimes, and most of the time, the client probably, they just want you to light up the space. They have their picture. So that's why they hire you. But one of our responsibility and our roles is to share how valuable when you have a core, the concept. Even though I don't say like, oh, you need to find a story, but at least you have a core narrative to make every design detail like in a sense. So my approach is to strike a balance. Honor the story when it enhances the design, but, and also very important, recognize when practicality takes priority. You just step back and you don't need to be hero. Hey, no, I want the story. No, sometimes it's not working. So step back. So again, stay flexible and stay open-minded and positive.
Yeah, and you should see challenges as opportunities, not like, worry about that how am I going to do this or how am I going to make it happen. As long as you're open-minded and you're focusing on it, you can overcome that challenge and have a positive mindset instead of thinking negatively and just wondering how you're going to overcome the challenge.
Yeah, that pretty happen. Like when I working with a team or even others, you will see someone, like if one solution is not working and they start to feeling a little bit negative. But for me, I just say, hey, there's so many ways. Yeah, they like it. And we listen to them because their client, their architect, they are our audience. We need to respect. So it linking back, like, okay, like where I came from, like living in different countries, everyone is have their unique point of view, respect, and then listen to them.
Yes. So on the flip side, has there been any project where you feel like lighting design told a really meaningful story that probably moved people?
Yeah. I have a project like I just finished. It's a competition for a commercial building. Last year. Unfortunately, because of constraints, we didn't get the project. But actually, it led more opportunity because everyone they like a story of what we share and the solution, the different point of view solution we provided. So it was the people-like facade. I believe while a common approach might have been used as very simple floodlight and color RGBW effect to like light it up like a art sculpture. But also myself, I never satisfied. Okay, when I know, okay, we have floodlight. No, I want more. I want to try different possibility. I want to dig deeper. So we observe how this facade resembles stones shaped by time because it's paper-like. And the paper is like a time and nature, and this inspired us to build a story about time because papers are formed gradually. Thereby, it's not just like one night happen, right? So through patience and the nature transformation, then when we dig this, the back of the ship, the paper like, and we found a narrative is about time. So our lighting design emphasizes the texture of a facade, creating a visual representation of time's passage. And we even proposed, original was just a stone or marble, but we proposed the architect we can replace some part of the material to be reflective material and allowing the building's appearance shift softly from day to night because this glossy material will catch light and can engage viewers from different perspectives through time. Then this building is alive and feel dynamic. So everyone like this idea and the story we tell then, and I also really like it a lot.
Yeah, I feel you can really use lighting to your advantage, especially if you want to show a material or highlight something. Lighting can really do a good job at that. I have seen that in several projects when sometimes light designers, they want to emphasize a texture. They always either using light above it or below it or something just like hitting the texture. It really emphasizes the material.
Yeah.
Also, how do you usually balance like environmental responsibility with creativity and innovation, since sustainability is a really important part of your work too?
Exactly. So because the topic of sustainability is a trend, maybe since many years ago. And I also think like what we can do, because now the very normal and not like everyone is talking about sustainability and what like LEED, LPD, this kind of very basic exercise is our daily life. But I feel it's not just about meeting lighting power density limits. And this constraint can sometimes, I believe you also facing similar issue, like if we need to compromise, such as sacrificing the indirect lighting or wall washer, this kind of low efficiency lighting effect and fixture. So I will more focusing and to digging, explore more, and we should also advocate the manufacturer to invest in high power, high performance fixture. I mean like high efficiency to minimize the waste while maximize the visual and the functional impact. Because I know sustainable is very important, but somehow also should let this to control your lighting design. I also want to share like many times I think sustainable is not just this like lighting power density exercise. Another often overlooked aspect is product longevity. You know, because during the project tender process, the client frequently do like searching for the cheaper fixture and to replace your original proposed product, and which is understandable given budget constraint. But however, these chiefs often sacrifice quality and the long-term sustainability. They need to change, maintain every year. Then how come you can say, okay, we are like sustainable project, right? So this is also our job and our responsibility to share this with the client, like lower maintenance cost and environmental impact over time is also very important. And the last, I also want to share like importance of a timeless design. This is also because the sustainability of sustainable is about time, lasting long, and timeless design is also very important when you are working on a project. So when executed well, and lighting become more almost invisible. Because sometimes it's not like a fashion. Okay, this year the red color is a trend. Next year is a purple color. You cannot like, okay, I want to change the lighting design every year or seasonally. It's like unrealistic. So we also need to think, okay, what if our lighting, this design, and the can lasting 10 years? And so somehow if you have this mindset when you working on your design project, then you probably will be taking out a little bit like a design which is too fancy, because somehow, yes, we want to create like a attractive effect this year, but maybe after few years later, and this design will be out of date. I can say a little bit because I working quite a lot in China, and you can see like the city, especially their BCD city, is a lot of facade design, like facade, like media facade. And it was super trend and super wow effect. Everyone like it like maybe 10 years ago. But nowadays, it's like, okay, they are just screen, they are just television. And maybe 10 more years after, it will become like a very, maybe too much for the city it needs. So yeah, our job also need to think what a design can lasting longer.
Yeah. Also, I agree with you talking about quality, because the better the quality, I feel the longer it's going to last. And like, how you say quality over quantity, I feel it kind of fits with almost everything as well.
Yeah.
Anyway, now leading 3 offices as a design director, it's a very dynamic role, I know. How do you inspire creativity while keeping things efficient, especially when you're mentoring young designers?
Yes. Yeah, mentoring is never a one-size-fits-all process, and especially everyone came from different background, also different country. Yeah, so it requires flexibility and an understanding of each designer's unique strengths and the challenge. So when maybe we have a young designers join on board, then first I definitely will ask, okay, where they came from and what they like. And then very important is, what do you want to be in your future? So, during this training guiding process, working, I know what they want to be, then my role is to support them. That is definitely my leadership style. I'm not hey, I want to everyone listen to me. So I'm not like this. So one initiate, and also I can share one initiative we implement is the organizing weekly work sharing, because 3 office and also other and also myself is not sitting next to them day by day. So this weekly work sharing section across our office is very crucial. And this meeting provides a platform for teams to share their success, challenges, and ideas. It's not just from the project we are working or their own project, but also from others' work. For example, when they see other project, they want to share all the effect they're working maybe on the street, and to share everyone to keep this knowledge influence each other. So. And also most important thing is, even the failures offer valuable lesson, because for example, now we are often to check the references photo on Pinterest, and this photo looks so pretty, also nice, but in reality, very often I have to say, I'm sorry, but I have to say it was fake. And it was misleading the designer if you don't have a sensitivity and to observe, then you will be misled by those beautiful picture. And so I strongly encourage people, and also I'm not the person support work overtime. I always kick them out, hey, it's already 6, go out, go home, go to your family, weekend, please don't work. Because there's another world around you. Open your eyes, and I even encourage and force them to go to shopping, because that is where the audience are, right? So you need to know what they care, and you can't just focusing on your computer and working with yourself and without conversation, dialogue to see what happened around you. Another practice I strongly encourage is also what I'm doing for my past 20 years, building your personal library. I know, there's in Pinterest. Even my library is early than Pinterest, and to collect your ideas and inspiration. And for me, it's very powerful but a simple habit. So I have been categorizing photos I have taken, or I found online, on book, both good and especially bad, because I also like to tell my team, hey, I'm sitting here, I'm in this position. It's not because maybe I'm good, but also because I'm older, I have more experience, and I'm more experienced dealing with a bad situation design than you. Then now I'm sitting here to share, and to help you to try to avoid the mistake you might made. So I'm here, and then this library you need to regularly sorting and revisiting them. This practice keep idea fresh and accessible, and serving kind of a dialogue with yourself. Because for example, now I'm checking what I saved or I took maybe 10 years ago, even just last year, and you will feel why I saved it. Before I probably think it's a very good design, and after 10 years I already see so many others, the new technical, new design, did it. So it's allowing you to reflect yourself, your journey, and how your perspective has evolved over time. So build out your own library. And no matter it's Pinterest or whatever other software tools, it's very important for everyone.
Yes, I actually agree with you, because it's same for me. I see some of my previous projects when I just started my university, and then I see my work today, and so I look at it and I'm like, wow, my work was terrible back then, but I don't want to delete it because I want to see my progress. Because if I keep deleting, I will see all my new work as bad as well. Because every time I do something better, I'll see, this is bad as well. So I want to see how far along I'm coming. And I feel it's a very, it's a good thing that you advise that to the students who do work with you. And from what you're telling me, it sounds like a very friendly environment, which is also very important. Because if you're constantly under pressure and you have very tight deadlines, and you have to finish something on that time, and you're not doing something else with your life, it can really disturb your mental health. Because I do see students here as well who are constantly working, and that also kills your motivation. And you cannot be creative that way, because it has happened to me as well. When I'm constantly working, not taking a break or going out, I feel very demotivated. So it's good that you're encouraging your students to have a break and to go out as well, because it kind of freshens up your mind.
That is too important. Like I said, I'm living in Germany, and even though the people I met in Shanghai or Hong Kong, especially the Western people, they are really work-life balance. And somehow I was living in Taiwan, and it's also very high pressure, but I think it's very normal because that is our daily life. And when I met other people, I thought, that is a life. What is a work-life balance meaning? So I don't want they become like my past of where I was. So I definitely is not a fan of working overtime, working weekend. I did sometimes if the project need, but if we have a time we finish, then come on, just take a leave. Take a sick leave. Just don't tell our boss. Take sick leave and go have fun, even just sleep and just refresh and have a break. Having your own time is so important. Otherwise, just draining you like a high pressure, because I need you to be able to facing this pressure. But I also will let you to release this pressure. So it's balance,
So as you know, Sunnia, lighting design, it's evolving really quickly. Are there any new trends or technologies that you're particularly excited about?
Okay. I think everyone will say AI, artificial intelligence, is undoubtedly a trend on everyone's mind. And we are actively exploring how it will shape the field of lighting design. While it hasn't yet revolutionized the creative aspect of lighting, but it's already making a significant impact in project management. Is very important, I have to say. For me, this is particularly exciting because it reduces the complexity of managing projects, allowing us to focus more on the core of what we do, which is lighting design itself. Right. So AI streamlines tasks such as organize information, improving on communication, and speeding up the rendering process, and enabling teams to work more efficiently and effectively. And looking ahead, I see AI playing an even greater role in smart control system. So rather than just rely on the manual input, AI could optimize lighting based on user data, reducing energy consumption and operational cost. This would pave the way of smarter, more adaptive lighting environment that align seamlessly with the user need and behaviors, because they rely on the leveraging big data. By analyzing vast data sheet, AI can minimize errors caused by manual process and provide valuable insights. For instance, I can envision AI supporting smoother evaluation of daylighting design. Daylighting is also part of lighting design, even though now we touch artificial lighting more often, but the daylighting is also very crucial. With the inputs like a location and the user requirements, material, what they have in their database, AI could generate a more comprehensive and holistic view of daylighting strategy, significantly streamlining the study and the calculation that currently demand considerable effort. But so far, I didn't see AI could replace the human creativity that defines lighting design. Same as architect, maybe they could generate like a very cool and wow picture, like a movie, but still human being and the creativity is something so far still not replaceable, I would say. Maybe after I don't always say like a very firm word, maybe 10 years after they will replace, but so far, no, they cannot replace our job, I have to say. Yeah.
Yes, with our previous guest, we had this talk about AI, and I really do feel that AI is taking over the world. I don't know what's going to happen in the next few years, but from now, I know so many interior designers also using AI. Yes, it's very fast, but I do agree with you that I don't think that it can take a position of a human. But it's also evolving really fast, because I am seeing so many things like that AI can do now. It's actually kind of scary as well, because it's literally kind of taking over the world. And I do want to see how AI in the future would be, like how using AI you would be able to do lighting design. It's very interesting to me, because in my field, which is interior designing, I see that AI is doing actually a lot. You can do so much through AI as an interior designer now. You can literally design a space, or you can take a photo of the current space and put it on AI, and it would completely redesign it. And it does a good job actually, depending on which AI you're using. So I do want to see how the future of the lighting would be through AI.
I'm also looking forward, yeah.
Yes, and also like looking back on your career, what advice or lesson would you wish that you knew before you started out?
Okay, my advice would be never be satisfied and stay curious, stay positive. It's very easy to say, but you need to keep it remind yourself, because our industry is time pressure, and like also sometimes you cannot think, okay, what can do best? This pressure will drain your brain and mentally, physically health. So stay positive, stay open-minded, stay hungry for the unknown, and then don't limit yourself, because lighting design is like you need to know everything. You need to know landscape, you need to know the tree, you need to know the material, you need to know the interior, you need to know control. It's kind of, even though we are like a small piece of an entire project team, but we need to know so many, I have to say. So stay hungry and don't limit yourself, and embrace everything. Like, oh wow, I don't know this. Okay, it's a good chance for me, good opportunity for me to explore more. So yeah, lighting design and any creative field is constantly evolving. And the best designer, I have to say, is one who never stops learning, observing, and exploring new ideas. So open to all the challenging outside step outside your comfort zone is so important, because we are thinking, because this anyway we already step in, and this career will along with us until we die, maybe. And I see every experience as an opportunity to grow. So yeah, this mindset of curiosity and openness that will allow you to innovate, discover new perspective, and create a world that is truly unique. Yeah,
that's actually a very great advice, and I feel it's not just for lighting designers. I feel it goes for overall. As long as you stay curious, as long as you're really willing to do something, you can make it happen. But if you don't have curiosity and you're just in your comfort zone, I feel you're never gonna grow. Because that's true, you have to come out of your comfort zone in able to be grow. If you're just comfortable with the way your life is right now, then that's completely okay as well. But if you do want to grow, yes, you're right. You have to be curious and open-minded.
Definitely.
And thank you so much, Sunnia, for sharing your journey and insights with us. I had so much fun talking to you. And yes, thank you so much for coming on our podcast.
Thank you, everyone. Okay, so bye-bye. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks for joining us today. We hope you found this conversation as enlightening as we did. Don't forget to check out more for our content on the Designooor website and stay connected with us on social media. Until next time, keep shining bright and transforming the spaces around you. Goodbye.